It's another fine day here at Restaurant Fiction, everyone.
Always. It's an honor to be with you, Chris.
It's an honor to be with you, Monis. You're a good guy. Good guy. We got a lot of good stuff.
Don't make me blush.
A lot of good stuff in the pipeline coming down. The future's looking bright.
Always and forever.
A lot of big guests, a lot of big events.
Damn right.
Tell me, you're the whiskey guy. I'm a tequila drinker, everyone. Because I'm from Arizona.
Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make fucking sense. No. Cowboys drink whiskey. You're a cowboy from Arizona.
I'm not a cowboy.
You're an outlaw, my
tequila.
friend. We're outlaws.
Quick on the draw.
More ways than what?
That was an NERD reference. Anyways, what are we drinking today, Monis? This is not a product placement by any means.
No,
Monis
man.
just loves whiskey.
Super affordable and approachable bespoke Scotch whiskey from the Space side, which is the northern side of Scotland in the UK, and it's made in it's called the Copper Dog, and it's made in a historic hunting lodge. Super affordable, super approachable. So when you're on your Scotch whiskey tour of Scotland, go to the corporations, which are awesome, but then go get some Copper Dog. Oh, and it is actually at your local Bevmo and Total Wine.
Beautiful. If you're on the West Coast.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I don't know liquor laws anywhere else.
All good. So, we're here, sitting, having a drink, relaxing. It's a beautiful day out there. Question for you.
What's up?
Let's talk restaurant fiction.
Damn
Let's
right.
talk culture.
What?
Yeah. Tell me, how do fictional restaurants reflect like real world culture and trends?
All right. So honestly, I'm going to break this answer down. Okay. So from just like a movie within a movie standpoint, and just from a fanboy and fangirl standpoint, this is what people remember. This is what the audiences remember. Let's take, for example, the Avengers. We're about to go to Los Angeles Comic-Con, so pretty much Marvel, DC, comic book movies, comic book IP is kind of where our head is at. You take Avengers, and yes, there were a lot of stars in that movie. There were a lot of explosions in that movie. But what do the majority of people remember? They remember the shawarma.
Shawarma scene, yeah.
I mean, it is the shawarma. It comes down to the shawarma, the fictional shawarma place in New York. New York just exploded. They just saved the world. And what do? We have a hole-in-the-wall, divey shawarma, which is amazing. And it makes audiences all around hungry as fuck. I mean, so hungry that actually even there was a callback to it. It is so important that in the most recent Deadpool and Wolverine movie, or is it Deadpool versus Wolverine, they actually do a callback. Deadpool and Wolverine pause for station identification, and they eat shawarma at, I believe, the same shawarma place, or it's very, very, very similar because they were experiencing FOMO. And there was like, oh man, fear of missing out. This is what the Avengers ate. Now we're in it. Now we can go back to fight and kill and save the world and say F-bombs and sex jokes.
Right.
But honestly, it's not only about, though, to make it hungry, but also they serve the purpose of making every single story real. Right. They really draw the audience in. So even when someone is watching a TV series or a film and they're like, yeah, I don't relate to this. No, there's no chance in hell. But then they see a character at a fictional restaurant, bar, and club. Like, hold on. Hey, I do that too. I when I'm with my boys or when I'm with my girls, we're doing that too. We're doing that. Like, it doesn't matter if it's set in the 1800s or if it's set 2,000 years in the future, or if it's set in reality. Like, it's like, hey, this grounds the project. Sometimes with the fictional restaurants, bars, and clubs with trends, in a way, some movies are ahead of their times, some movies are right with it, and some are too late. Here was a movie that was kind of at almost the tipping point, was Chef. So it was a movie directed by Jon Favreau, and it was about a fictionalized food truck, or at least a hot oat chef,
H-A-U-T-E.
an oat chef who kind of for his resurrection, developed a very gourmet-esque hipster food truck. That movie came out around 2014-ish, even though it was probably made earlier. And the food truck scene, especially the chef-driven food truck scene, was already loud and proud in any major metropolitan city. It doesn't matter if it's Austin, New York, Portland, LA, even Phoenix. If sometimes trends or the fictional restaurants, bars, and clubs in film, they're on the dying part of trends. So when American Psycho, the movie, came out, the fictionalized restaurant Dorsia, it came out obviously in the late 90s, early 2000s, and the greed is good 80s restaurant scene was dead in New York. Yes, you had your bougie, juicy, fancy schmancy restaurants, but not like, hey, the Liberace, everything is gold restaurants like the Studio 54. So that trend was definitely dying. But I will say, there are still those restaurants even in any city that cause the major FOMO. Oh, you got into this place? How'd you get into this place? What? You got into that place? Oh man, FOMO's real. So in a way that never
goes away.
That's you're right. Human nature. You're right. That is human nature. Oh my gosh, that place is like the hardest to get into. You need like 6 months reservations. What? Yeah. So I mean, at least that did capture some of that psychology that is still relevant, that actually is still an ongoing trend. I mean, in terms of influencing filmmakers and influencing actors and influencing storytellers and influencing creatives, it really helps, the fictionalized restaurant, bar, and club really, really help the storytelling in general, because it's so influential. People see this, they see the Mos Eisley Cantina from Star Wars, and they're like, holy crap, this is the most colorful scene of the film. The rest of the film is pretty bleak. It's just a cliched kind of black and white Western, but holy crap, you're doing this jazzy, alien infested with bounty hunters and killing and drinking saloon with jazz, with not just any jazz, but Benny Goodman jazz. Okay, I can get behind this. So now for my movie that I'm directing or that I'm starring in or whatever, like this is going to be the scene. The fictional bar scene is going to be the scene that makes my project, that makes the movie. We are coming into this movie. We are going to watch this TV show for this scene, for this location, for this fictional restaurant, bar, and club.